So first things first, go to your mixer, wherever your audio is. Make sure you see audio, you have lines there underneath it that show that, you have audio or there's possible audio there. If you don't see the red, green, and yellow for audio input, just come over here with wherever your source is, double click on the capture card itself, and then scroll down and make sure the audio output mode is audio out, and then capture card itself is, double click on the capture card itself. Come over here with wherever your source is, double click on the capture card itself, and then scroll down and make sure the audio output mode is capture audio only. Try that, and if that doesn't work, let me know. I'll see what else I can find out for you. So first things first, go to your mixer, wherever your audio is. Make sure you see audio, you have lines there underneath it that show that, you have audio.
Okay, this is going to be a short video. If you have an Elgato, preferably like this, and your audio is like bass boosted and just ear raped and everything, unplug all of it, blow on it or do whatever, and then plug it all back in, and it'll fix it. It'll go back to normal sound. So that's for you if you want to see it. Okay, this is going to be a short video. If you have an Elgato, okay, this is going to be a short video. If you have an Elgato, preferably like this, and your audio is like bass boosted and just ear raped and everything, unplug all of it, blow on it or do whatever, and then plug it all back in.
Nike? 808 Fiverr freelancers have worked with Nike.
That's for you if you want to see it.
Designers, developers,
So I had got fine. Always hard issues, whether it's an HD60S or HD60, or maybe not even an Elgato card, maybe something else. So the first thing we're going to do, whenever you add your card to OBS, what you probably did, you just added it as a video object and audio worked and was ready to go. The problem is with the buffering issues you're going to have here. So here's our settings. Side note, I've always had better luck with adding custom resolution 1080p hard settings 60. Whenever I take the device default or any of that stuff, I sometimes had other issues. So we don't want to use this for audio. Let's look at our mixer. The first thing we want to do is we want to disable to where this isn't capturing audio anymore. So I had this audio object for it. If you see this in here, you can go to your advanced audio properties. And what I did for that was I just unchecked the channels for that. In here, you can go to your advanced audio properties, and what I did for that was I just unchecked the channels for that video object and go ahead and set monitor off as well. That'll be different depending on how you do your audio, but just make sure you just turn all of that off so that you're not hearing that and you don't have overlap. After you're done with that and you're not going to need this anymore, you can hide it. That way you're not seeing it in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new audio input capture. I already have this, so I'm not going to go through that. But the properties of this, what you're going to add is your game capture HD60X. You're going to add, but the properties of this, so I'm not going to go through that. But the properties of this, what you're going to add is your game capture. The properties of this, what you're going to add is your game capture HD60X or whatever your device is. You'll find it in here and you'll add it that way. After you do that, it will show up in the mixer over here. So from the mixer, we're going to go ahead and hit that little menu button, advanced audio properties, and just make sure that it's capturing that. I capture all of my desktop audio. So things that I want to be heard on the desktop, I do monitor only, and that gets it going, and it doesn't double the audio. Now, if you don't capture all your desktop and you do each thing individually, you'll do monitor and output. But for my case, I'm doing monitor only because it just captured my whole desktop. After I did that, so now you've got this object. You will have to remember that each scene you're using that has this HD60X, for example, video object, you're also going to make sure you add that audio object that you created as well. After I did that, that took care of all the buffering issues and things were good to go. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks.
Hello and welcome. Vind alle producten die je zoekt bij Bol.
So if you have an echo in your stream, don't worry. This is something that I believe every streamer has probably come across at one time or another, and it'll probably happen again. It happens from time to time whenever you make a change. So the first thing you want to do, if you're live, it'll actually help because you want to figure out exactly what is it that's echoing. So ask your viewers, okay, what's echoing specifically? Is it just the game audio? Is it just my voice, or is it the entire stream? Now, if it's the entire stream and everything about it that is echoing, time and time again, and this has caught me several times, you probably just have a web browser open with your stream up. And remember that your Twitch dashboard with your own stream preview in it, if that audio gets turned on somehow, that right there is going to cause your weird echo or your weird robotic, distortion sound because the echo is just really close together. So first things first, that's a really easy fix when you find out, oh, I still have a tab open with my stream somewhere. So that's the easiest fix. If that is not it, and they say, hey, it's just your voice. So first things first, let's go ahead and switch here. Let's go to File in OBS Studio, Settings. Go to your audio section here. Now, in mine, I have everything disabled because I just like to micromanage everything per scene. If you have a lot of scenes, that's not going to be something a lot of people are going to want to do. One thing you may want to do, so pick out your microphone and go ahead and set that as your default. Well, don't use a default setting, don't get that mistaken, but pick this, whichever one is going to be your actual microphone, and set that static. Same for desktop audio if you want to do that. For troubleshooting purposes, at least set your microphone, and everything else, just do that disabled. Then you'll apply, do OK, get out of that. So then keep in mind, so if it's just your voice, that means your voice is happening twice somehow, somewhere. So especially if you're new setting something up, remember that webcams have built-in microphones. So you could have a situation where your actual stream mic and your webcam mic are both functioning at the same time. So you're getting this weird distortion, maybe not an echo, but maybe some other weird timing distortion or something. So go ahead and check in your camera, which this is going to look different, but wherever your camera source object is, right click it, properties, and then this area right here where it says enable audio, make sure that's disabled, make sure that's unchecked, and they'll take care of that right there, so you don't have the microphone or the webcam even working. That's a pretty popular one, I think, that can be causing that issue. Another thing it could be, go into your object, or your actual microphone object, click the sprocket, go to advanced audio properties, and you may want to turn monitor off. So what monitor does, monitor replays